what I've done very quickly, I've imported these images into my library from file import. I've got many images I just downloaded from the internet. Now I go to insert new symbol button and I wrote here play and press OK. So here is where I reach. I selected this rectangle to create a background of the button. I wrote here 17 and then I created up button. So this is the background of up button, sorry, play button. And now I'll click on text so I can place play over here. So that's the play button I just created. And what's the next button I should create? That's the easiest way to copy and then insert new symbol, call it stop, and then you paste in place. This paste in place means paste exactly where you copied it from. So I'll paste in place and just change the text to stop, and that's my stop button. So what else do I need? I need to create animation. I need images. I got images. I need buttons. I created buttons. Now I need, exactly as our friend tells us, sound. So to do sound, remember we have learned a software called Adobe Audition, right? So Adobe Audition is something. I'll start again. I'll record a sound and then we'll use it in the background. So I'm going to create a new sound, file, new audio file, and because you're using it in your animation, try recording a better quality, but the human quality is always 8000, no, nothing more than this. 8000 mono, call it. So I'm going to record now again. Simba, come to me quickly. Again. Simba again. Right. It starts recording with a little bit of delay, and when you press pause, it stops recording before you actually press pause. So give it some time, some gap, and then start saying. This is what it does. So let me do this again. Simba, come to me quickly. Okay. Now I'm gonna play. So play. Do this again. So before I Simba, come to me quickly. So now I'll select this and delete, get rid of it. And my core voice I need Simba, come to me quickly. This is what I need. So I'll select the one which later on I'll delete. So now this is the file I have. I'm going to save it. Make sure when you save it's WAV file. Where am I saving it? In this one, and okay. This is one sound, and let's have some background sound also, some background music. Simba, come to me quickly. So I've Simba, come to me quickly. I've saved it in WAV. On YouTube, if you search for Eric Archive, it will show you many audios which you can download also. So this is Eric Archive, and let's play any of these. There's lots of sounds over here, background sounds. This is one, some background sounds. This is another background sound. Right, let's look at the third one. Now the good thing about this is you can download them very quickly. You know how? there is a link here, download link. Just click here and you can download this whole MP3. You see this link? Download very easily. I like this. I'm gonna put this in my background, and here's the download link. If you click over it, it will download for you. So I just downloaded this file. And where did I reach? I saved it here. Let me just save it back where I'm saving everything for the Lion King. So this is my own voice, and this is what I just downloaded. But you see, this is MP3. You will have trouble importing MP3 in WAV. So to counter that, you open this in Audition and then save this as WAV. So let me just show you how we can do that. Open Audition again. You know what I'm doing now? The guys at the back and at the right side, all are looking at your mobile phone somehow. You guys with us? You're living somewhere else. The background sound is what I want to import now. I downloaded from YouTube, but unfortunately that's not in WAV. If it's not in WAV, YouTube most of the times complain while exporting your movie. So you can't use it. Easier way is Adobe Audition. It will help you. Just import the file and save it as WAV. So I downloaded from internet. I got this file from YouTube. Download the link I just showed to you, and it gave me MP3. Now I want to use this in Flash. I cannot use it otherwise. If I want to use this, Flash will give me errors for MP3. Better way is to change this to WAV. So I'm going to open this in Audition, and let me just show you how. Wherever it is stored, this is my file, and then I'll save it as WAV. So open. And let's play this. And now I can actually save this as WAV file. So let's select only first few seconds because we don't need the whole length of this this soundtrack, and I'll copy it. Copy, new audio file, paste it there, and just save this one. So I'm gonna save this one, save as, and when you save, make sure you're selecting as WAV. So this is the format, WAV, and I'll say Lion King background. This is how I will be saving it, and okay. So now I've got Lion King background. This whole file, it's like 9 seconds, it says, no, 12 seconds. Okay, so now I can close Audition because I've got my background sound and the Lion King sound also, which says Simba come to me. So let's import it here. File, import to library, and I'll call it Simba's Lion King background. Okay, this one, Lion King background. And was this the one? Yeah, okay. So I've got all the things which I need ready. Now I need to use them in my animation. So first of all, look at this. This is my title. This is my title. I should display this, and then keep playing the background after I play the button. After I pass through this and hit the play button. So let me just put this on my layers. First of all, how many layers will I have? There will be design, and then there will be sound, and then there will be but pictures will go to the design layer. Yeah, and then the motion tween also. Yeah, so the pictures will go to the design layer, and then motion tween will create a new layer. So this is buttons. So first of all, on the design layer, I will drag and drop the title. This is the title image of the Lion King, and I'm gonna stretch it a little. So I'll use free transform tool to make it a little more stretched. Okay, so that's my Lion King title which comes up, and on top of it I'm gonna play my play button. So what should happen when it comes here? I say it should stop only when the user clicks play. Should it go forward? So what I'm gonna do now, I'll give it I'll give it a play button here, somewhere over here. So the play button looks like this. When the user clicks on play, that's when it moves forward. So what should happen if the user does not click play? Wait a minute, is something wrong I did. This play button should be in the buttons layer, not just on the design layer. Make sure when you place anything on the timeline, make sure you're clicking on the correct frame. So I click on buttons, and now I drag and drop my play button. So it goes to the buttons layer, not mixed with the design. So I have my play button here, and if I add more keyframes, Flash will keep on playing. First thing I need to do is to stop it here. You remember how do I stop? How? Yes. So new layer, call it actions, and stop it. How do I stop? Then right click, actions, stop. Yes. Pause and yes. Bracket open close and semicolon. So that should stop it. So even if I add new frames, it will not work unless I click on play. I need to configure that also, but now stop. On the first frame it will stop. Why? Because the stop is written here on the first frame. You see the A over here? You see the small A? This A means action is here on this frame. Some action script. So it will stop. So now start creating our game. Not game, sorry, animation. So the animation has a small Simba, and then this is old Simba, Mufasa only standing at the right, then Mufasa and Simba are together, and then this is the background. So now when I click on play, so I'll start playing the motion tween. Okay, what should I have in the next frame? Insert keyframe, and then I'll drag and drop my characters over here. Okay, right now at this keyframe I don't need this. I need some background, which is this background. So I need this background, it is being placed here. Okay, so I've got my background in place. On top of this, I need what? I need Simba is here. Should be here. It's huge. You need to use free transform tool to make it small. Or you click on properties. You see its size is width 2000. Make it smaller. Maybe 100. Height also 100. X and Y, where is it positioned on the screen? Make it like 80, so it's somewhere over here, and 80, so it comes somewhere over here. So this is Simba. So I've got Simba at one end, and I need Mufasa at the other end. So this is Mufasa. I drag and drop this here. Again, it's very huge. See again? So Scar, yeah, there's no. So just to finish this up within 1 hour and 50 minutes, which we have. So let's have this a little bigger, 200 by 200, and 80, and 80. This is the position 18. So it comes somewhere I can select. Now this the image you download. You see it has white background. It should have transparent background like this. But in any case, you can download another image also from the internet when you do your actual project. Um, so I've got so so I've got Simba here and I've got Mufasa here, and I want it to be like that for a few frames, and then I want Simba moving in motion towards Mufasa, and just before that Mufasa will play this sound. No, not this, another one. We have to import another sound. Simba, come to me quickly. Yes, this one. This one. So just before that, so let's start doing that. We'll play this animation place. I'm going to use them in my animation now, so that this was the previous frame, and at this keyframe I want to show that Simba and his father are there for a few frames, just over there for a few frames. I'll do insert keyframe. So for like from 2 to 9 frames, I'm going to show that Simba and his father are there, and that's when I'm going to show that the father says, Simba, come to me quick. So I have this frame from 2 to 9, and then a 10 keyframe I want to change something. So not the background, I'll just change this as an animation. I want to start an animation right now. The Simba runs to his daddy. So I want to display from 10th to this is what I want to notice. I want you guys to notice something here. From 10th till 35, I want this to run. Now it's up to you how you manage the speed. If it's 24 frames per second, you want to leave it like that, you can leave it like that, but you need a little more frames than in that case. Maybe 10 to 60 will give you about 40 frames, 50 frames, which means about 2 seconds you will show that Simba is going towards his dad. Because 10 to 60 is 50 frames. And how much frames you cover in 1 second? 24. So 20 seconds, 2 seconds will be approximately here, just 2 frames before 60. So if you want to show that this is running for 2 seconds, insert frame, and then you want to right click here and create motion tween. It will give you convert to symbol. Yes, you convert to symbol. Now motion tween, remember, you can have only one motion tween in one layer. You cannot have two motion tweens in one layer. You cannot have three motion tweens in one layer at the same time. At the same time, if you want two objects to move closer to each other, you have to move them in two different layers. It will be layer 1 and layer 2. But in this case, we have only one Simba moving towards his dad. So, okay. And only this layer is actually being used to move Simba from left to right. So insert keyframe position, and in this case have this Simba. We want this Simba to move towards left to right. So now this is what I want you guys to notice. What happens here when I do this? I want Simba to move towards from left to right, because you will encounter this in your projects also. Do you notice any problem here? I want Simba to move towards left to right. And how to get out of it? Take the red line. This is called play head. Okay. Uh, Take it where? Sorry, I did not understand. This red line has nothing to do with Simba's picture there. This red line has to do everything with the keyframe only. What can I do over here? This is you will run into these problems during your group project and your final project. The problem over here is you see select yes. On this layer there is background, there is Simba and there is Mufasa, and I want to use them all in animation. This is what I'm telling Flash, which is wrong. I only want to use Simba in animation. So I have to, at this point, I have to separate Simba in another layer. So notice this. This is what you need to understand. In a layer, at one point, only one thing can be in animation. You understand this. Second thing is, in that animation, on that layer, there should be only one thing. Right now, there is Simba, there is Mufasa, and background, all on this layer, right? I want to move what? Only Simba towards his dad like this. He will go towards his dad. So I want to move this Simba in another layer. You understand? I want to move this in another layer. Yes. So I will create a new layer, call it Simba running, and at this point it should start running from here till here. So I will create a new keyframe here. Yeah. Insert keyframe and make sure at this point there is no Simba in another layer. The Simba should be on this layer only. So I'll click on Simba, delete from this layer, move it to this layer. Why? Because I want to use it in animation. So you have to resize again, or what you can do is you can copy from here. Click on Simba, copy, come here, paste. So I have Simba in this layer only. See, if I click on this layer now, there is only Simba. Before, if I click on this layer, there is everything. Background, this, Mufasa, and Simba also, which I now deleted. So to create a motion tween, make sure you have only one object in that layer. So I now create motion tween. Okay. And last keyframe, position, and then move Simba towards his dad. You understand now? So on that layer, whatever you are moving should be only one thing is moving. So there can be on that layer only one thing, which is Simba, not background, his father and Simba. Right click, insert keyframe, position. Yes, please. Yeah. No. No. If when you have motion tween, then you have to be a new layer. Motion tween only. Yes. Because in motion tween, everything on that frame will be moved. Everything on that. So if I create motion tween here, everything will move. What is here in this keyframe? There is background, there is Mufasa also. And this keyframe, there is background, Mufasa and Simba, all these three. But I want to use only one thing to move. So move it another layer, and now you see, when you click on play, this will be moving. And what I need to show in the end, I want to show it grows into a big lion. This one, Simba old, like this. Okay, and there should be some background music going on. And before it actually moves, Mufasa calls him, Simba, come to me quickly. Now, at this point, on my sounds layer, I will import Mufasa's, no, my sound. The background will be coming later actually. So my sound is starting to come over here. Before he moves or at the time he moves, it's up to you. So I'll play it somewhere here, insert a keyframe, because after the user presses play, it should go ahead. So I'll insert a keyframe here. And you know, this is the shortcut of inserting a keyframe, inserting frames. You see, from here, I want to insert frames here. You have two options, right click, insert frame. Another option is F5. F5, press F5. So I click here and I press F5, so it will insert frames. So on this keyframe, because every frame is tied to the keyframe before it. So this frame is connected to this keyframe. Now I will drag and drop simply my sound. What's the sound? This one.
Simba, come to me quickly.
What happened?
Simba, come to me quickly.
So now you will encounter these problems. Let me just show you again what happened actually. So I'll open this sound in Audition. When it changed to wave, I compressed it. When you compress audio, the sound will change. Don't compress audio. Let me just open this again. File, open recent. This one. Simba, come to me quickly. Simba, come to me quickly. Right. So I'm gonna save this. Save as. Right. Because I am using the same file. And where did she go? Who went outside? Okay, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna save this again with a better quality. 100%. Okay, let me just show this to you again. When I save this as, come to change and make sure you improve the sampling rate. 16,000. If it's 50%, improve it to 100%. That's when you save it, and then save again. Yes. Let's play this. Simba, come to me quickly. And let's look at the flash now. I'm gonna delete this from here, import again. File, import to library. This is the one. Let's play this.
Simba, come to me quickly.
Okay, now this is the differences between Flash and Adobe Audition.
Simba, come to me quickly.
How funny I sound. Okay. Yeah, this is because importing in Flash becomes like this. Let me just use 16 bits again. It's actually increasing the speed. Simba, come to me quickly. Right, okay. Import to library. Then import this again. I got this again. Simba, come to me quickly. So I've got the file in Flash. At this point, on this keyframe, I'm gonna drag and drop. So can I just show this to you? Yes, drag and drop this over here from, okay, drag and drop doesn't work in this version. Now CS5, Flash CS5, you can drag and drop this over here, but right now I'm using Flash CS6. In Flash CS6, you can click on the frame, go to properties, and you'll have a list of sound. You can choose the list of sound you need. So I'm gonna choose this Simba Lion King, and sync should be always stream, which is an interesting animation. It can be, it does not have to be a cartoon like this. It can be a public service message or an advertisement or something else. So